The glow of a star, the bright side of Selena Gomez's story. Have you ever stopped to think about the journey of a star? That person we see on screens, on stages, on magazine covers. Where we see the shine, the glamour, and the success, but rarely what lies behind it all. Today, we're going to sit down and take a closer look at a soul who, even under the brightest spotlights, never lost her essence. A woman who turned pain into strength, challenges into purpose, and her voice into inspiration. We're talking about Selena Gomez, the star who teaches us that true magic isn't in fame, but in the light that shines from our humanity. Before we dive into this inspiring journey, subscribe to the channel and stay until the end. You'll walk away from this story with a new perspective. The magic of discovery. Selena Marie Gomez's light began to shine in Grand Prairie, Texas. For little Selena, the world wasn't about Hollywood but about a local theater stage where her mother, Mandy, performed. It was there, in the dusty wings and under the hot stage lights, that her passion for art was planted. It was a flame that burned bright, a mix of childhood dreams and innate talent. Do you remember that feeling, that childlike yearning for something that feels bigger than you? That's exactly what Selena felt. Her heart beat to the rhythm of Disney songs, and her imagination painted a future on film sets. It didn't take long for her voice and charisma to echo beyond the local theater. At 7, she took her first big step into the entertainment world with Barney and Friends, alongside her future best friend, Demi Lovato. It was the beginning of a friendship that, like any real bond, would face highs and lows but proved to be a pillar of support in their lives. Slowly, the Texan girl carved out her space, showing the world that her genuine smile and bright eyes weren't just for TV, they were the reflection of a kind soul. In 2007, her life changed forever with the role of Alex Russo in Disney's Wizards of Waverly Place. She wasn't just an actress, she was a confidant to millions of teens worldwide. Alex was witty, a little mischievous, but deeply loyal and loving. The character became a symbol, and Selena became a role model. Her dedication to her work was undeniable. Even under the pressures of fame and life in the spotlight, she held on to her humility, her family, and her values as anchors. She never forgot where she came from, her roots. Her connection with her family, especially her mother, remained strong. It was her refuge, the place where she could simply be Selena, far from the glamour and expectations. That gratitude and connection to those who watched her grow became the foundation of her journey. As Wizards of Waverly Place came to an end, a new chapter began. Now, it wasn't just the TV star who shone, it was also the musical artist. She threw herself into her music career with a passion that lit up stages. With songs about love, friendship, and empowerment, she built an even deeper connection with her fans. Her first album, Kiss and Tell, with the band Selena Gomez and The Scene, was an instant success, and she showed the world that her voice went far beyond scripted lines. Music allowed her to express herself in ways acting couldn't, and her fans embraced her for it. Have you ever noticed how some people have the gift of touching our lives just by being who they are? Selena is one of those people. Her transparency, honesty, and vulnerability became her greatest strengths. She taught us that we can be multifaceted, a little magical, but it's our humanity that makes us truly special. Selena's story is a reminder that even in a world of fantasy and fame, what really matters is the heart. She showed us, from the beginning, that kindness, humility, and gratitude are the true pillars of a successful life. And that, with faith and hard work, a child's dream in Texas can indeed become a global reality. But what happened next took her journey even higher. The voice of hope and an open heart. As we've seen, Selena's journey began with the magic of a child's dream, but real life often presents challenges that test our faith and strength. What few knew was that behind the smiles and successes, she was fighting a silent battle. In 2013, Selena Gomez's life took a turn with her lupus diagnosis, an autoimmune disease that forced her to slow down. For many, this could have been the end of a career, but for Selena, it was just the start of a new mission. Her fight against lupus didn't stop her, instead, it propelled her forward. She turned her vulnerability into a message of hope. Instead of hiding, she chose to share her journey, transforming her pain into music. Albums like Stars Dance and Revival weren't just collections of songs, they were diaries of a soul searching for healing and purpose. Through her voice, she sang about pain, resilience, and the power of rising again. Her music became a bridge for millions facing their own battles, proving there's nothing more powerful than honesty. Fame and fortune could have isolated her, but they did the opposite. Selena became a voice for the voiceless. Her passion for social and humanitarian causes became central to her identity. She became a UNICEF ambassador, using her platform to help children worldwide. Her visits to countries like Ghana and the Congo, where she witnessed poverty and lack of access to education and healthcare, deeply moved her. She didn't just donate money, she gave her time, her heart, and her attention. She showed us that true greatness isn't in what we have, but in what we give. Love, for Selena, was never an easy topic under the spotlight. Her relationships were dissected and judged by the media. But through it all, she maintained her dignity and integrity. In an act of love and friendship that touched the world, her friend, actress Francia Riisa, became her kidney donor, saving her life. It was a moment that revealed the beauty of true friendship, a bond of loyalty and affection that transcended words. The transplant wasn't just a medical procedure, it was a rebirth, a second chance she embraced with full gratitude. This moment of vulnerability and healing transformed her forever. She became more than an artist, she became a mental health advocate, openly sharing her own struggles with anxiety and depression. She founded Rare Beauty, a makeup brand that isn't just about products but about the beauty of being rare and unique. Best of all, a portion of every sale goes to the Rare Impact Fund, a foundation dedicated to helping young people with mental health struggles. And just when everyone thought she had done it all, she proved them wrong once again. The legacy of a rare and courageous soul. Remember what we said about turning pain into purpose? Selena Gomez's journey is living proof of that. Her kidney transplant, her battle with lupus, and her fight for mental health didn't diminish her, they made her stronger. And her celebrity platform became a megaphone for the causes close to her heart. By speaking openly about her anxiety and depression, she broke the silence, shattered stigma, and gave voice to millions who felt alone. Her vulnerability became her greatest superpower. She showed us that it's okay not to be okay, that strength isn't about hiding our weaknesses but embracing them. Rare Beauty isn't just a makeup brand, it's a community, a movement celebrating authenticity. Its goal is to make people feel beautiful for being themselves, not for fitting an unattainable standard. Through her brand, she created the Rare Impact Fund, which has already donated millions to organizations providing mental health services to young people, proving her promise to make a difference wasn't just words, it was action. Through her art, Selena has always sought to create connections. Her music, which began as teen pop, evolved into more mature, reflective songs. Tracks like Lose You to Love Me became anthems of self-love and overcoming, echoing the feelings of millions of broken hearts who found strength in her honesty. Despite all the pressures and judgments fame imposed, Selena never stopped being true to herself and her friends. Her friendship with Taylor Swift, one of Hollywood's most enduring, is an example of loyalty and unconditional support. They celebrated each other's victories, stood by each other in hard times, and showed the world the power of sisterhood. Recently, she stepped into a new chapter with roles in acclaimed productions like Only Murders in the Building. And once again, she surprised us, proving her talent is multifaceted and that she's a complete artist. But what's most impressive about Selena isn't her awards or album sales, it's the impact she has on people's lives. She's a successful producer, an award-winning actress, and a standout entrepreneur, but above all, she's a tireless activist who uses her influence for good. She isn't just a Hollywood star, she's a force for good. A woman who, even in the face of adversity, chose love, compassion, and honesty. She teaches us that true happiness isn't in perfection but in being true to our own story. Her life, with all its twists and challenges, is a testament that real beauty lies in the strength we find in our vulnerability, in the light we cast from our scars, and in the ability to turn our journey into a beacon of hope for others. Behind the smile, the glow, there's a real woman, a rare soul, and a generous heart. But every light also casts shadows. Now click on the other video and discover the other side of the story, the hard side. Did this story touch you? What inspired you most about Selena Gomez? Tell us in the comments below.